Hey guys, I hope everyone is well out there. Today I've got a bunch of boxes in my studio and they've been sent to me by the good folks at PMT. PMT are a store in the UK which sell a huge array of really great music gear. And I'm very fortunate that I get to shoot a lot of videos on a regular basis for their YouTube channel, PMTV UK. So if you haven't already checked that out, please go over there and check it out because it's full of really, really awesome things. I shoot some regular video content for them about lessons and just cool guitar tips. So there's plenty of interesting stuff to learn. So please check out their channel. But today I've got something they sent me. So they've been very kind to send me a bunch of stuff which I'm going to open today and show you what I've got. So let's get stuck in. So we've got three big boxes here at the back. So I'm going to start with this guitar-shaped one because we all love a guitar-shaped box. Let's get in here and see what's going on. So the box actually says Washburn, but this isn't a Washburn. This is a different product from one of their more budget lines. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how this piece of gear plays. Still haven't found my Stanley knife that I mentioned in the last video, so I'm still using a screwdriver. So inside the first box, we've got more boxes. So cardboard and another guitar box inside the first guitar box. Eastcoast. So Eastcoast is a brand of really, really affordable guitars which are getting incredible reviews online. So I'm very excited to actually have one here. The guys at PMT have very kindly sent me one to use in some of the videos that I do for them. And I've been looking forward to this since we discussed the possibility of getting one down to me. Since this guitar brand cropped up online, I've been very interested in seeing what it's all about. Now, it's one thing to see someone talk about something on a video, and then it's another thing to actually get that thing in your hands and see what it's like for yourself. My studio is going to be full of cardboard now by the end of the day. Right, so let's open this up. This is packaged really well. I don't think they meant to send me the hang tag, so I'll get that back to the guys. Okay, so here it is. This is the GT100, I believe, in this really cool sort of, what would you call that color, like a mint green. Quite interesting, maple fretboard. I mean, out the box it feels quite nice, no sharp ends really. The neck feels pretty solid. There's a good weight to this actually. It's quite substantial, so that's quite interesting. So first impressions are pretty good, so I'm gonna plug it in and see what it sounds like. So first of all, tuning check. It's probably not in tune. Oh no, that's definitely not in tune. It's down to C. The tuning pegs feel pretty solid too, so that's a good sign. Usually on lower priced guitars you can tell straight away that the tuning pegs feel a bit flimsy. These actually feel pretty substantial, so that's pretty good. Unmute the tuner. So here it is. So it's obviously like a Telecaster style guitar. You can see that in the shape. I really like that it's got the ashtray bridge, and what is really interesting is a lot of lower priced guitars often come with cheap sort of Far Eastern manufactured strings, which straight out the box make the guitar feel awful. Even if it's a semi-decent guitar, if it's got rubber strings on it, it will feel rubbish. This actually comes with D'Addarios. I don't know what ones. They feel probably like 9s, but you can tell because it's got the multicolored balls on the end there. It's a really cool sort of 3 saddle bridge set up like a classic Tele. It's got the bridge pickup and the neck pickup. It's a classic Tele style with a couple of little tweaks. So let's see how it sounds. Here's the clean tone. This is plugged straight into my Helix rack. on this thing. First impressions, pretty good. There's a couple of what sounded like dead notes, but they're not actually dead notes. There's just some loose plastic here from the pickguard covering that's just hitting those high strings. So actually out the box that feels pretty good. The action is quite high. Nothing a quick setup won't fix. I tend to like the action on my guitars fairly high anyway. I don't like it super low, but that could definitely go down a little bit. The neck looks pretty straight. The frets seem well done. You know, the neck feels pretty solid. So first impressions on that are pretty good, I think. So there's the Eastcoast GT100. So let's start with this box. If you can say one thing about PMT, they pack their things really well. This is really solidly packed. Again, this would be infinitely easier if I actually knew where my knife was. We've got a Fender bass amp in here. Okay, cool. So we've got the Fender Rumble 15. This is a nice little bass amp. I don't own a bass amp in my studio, so this will be quite fun to use for a couple of different video projects. This is a bit of a monster of a box here. So what's the best way to get into this thing? Okay, so you can't see me now, but I'm still here, just behind this giant box. And I've got a feeling there's probably going to be another box inside here. This is so well packaged, it's crazy. I can't actually even get this out, so. And I'm back. It's hard work. Okay. So there's so much packaging. There is so much cardboard everywhere right now in my studio. Here we have another fun piece of kit from Eastcoast to accompany the bass amp that I just showed you. So this is the Eastcoast GB200, I think is the model number. So this is a lovely jazz bass style bass. That's in a very, very fetching matte black. Now this is really heavy actually. This is incredibly substantial. The neck is really nice feeling. It's nice and chunky and feels really solid. So it's not in tune. I can hear this isn't in tune. So let's see what we've got going on here. So this is way out of tune. This is, the strings on this are pretty much hanging off the bass. I don't own a jazz bass, so this is quite cool. I've always wanted a black jazz bass. So again, I think these are premium strings. I think the D'Addario strings again. So that's always a good start. So you know straight away, at least you're getting good quality set of strings and the guitar is going to sound half decent straight away. Okay, out the box that feels pretty good. Nice and subby, which I quite like. Cool, so again, needs a little bit of a setup, but nothing a little bit of a tweak won't fix. So there you go, there is two really cool products from Eastcoast Guitars. These are going to be a very welcome addition to my arsenal, and I'm looking forward to setting these up properly and seeing how nice I can make them play. These are very affordable guitars, so anyone who's looking for a really cool, you know, cheap guitar to get started with, my first impressions out the box are pretty good. So I can probably say these would come recommended. I will definitely do a little bit more of an in-depth video once I've set them up and got them playing the way I want them to play. But until then, I think we're off to a good start. So these seem pretty good to me. I'm going to have some fun with these over the next couple of weeks, and I will keep you posted. So thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to check out PMTV UK to see this guitar and this bass in action in some of the videos I create for them. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.